That sand there is incredibly deep. Well, pretty much over the bars, basically. I'm not sure if I've bent a disc. Yesterday was a bit of a blank day, didn't record anything. Sat on a highway and roads for about 180 k's to get to this place. And this place is the Pyramid of the Sun. So there is the pyramid. There is the sun. It's particularly cold this morning. It's like about 5 or 7 degrees. Got all our layers on and gonna go find some more information about this place. There's the whole pyramid. I think it did have a bit on the top or something, from what I've been reading, but I'm not sure where that's gone. I think that one's the Pyramid of the Sun, I've just shown you. And I think that one's the Pyramid of the Moon. And they used to worship the sun god, which is where it got its name from. 700 odd feet at the base, 213 feet high. Yeah, not small. It's very pretty around here, lots of little pyramids you can see in the distance. Many people selling these little obsidian sculptures, like mini ones or big skulls and things. You say no to one guy, walk like 4 yards, and the next guy's like, oh, do you want to buy one? I was like, well, you've just watched me say no to them. It's very nice. It's nice to do the touristy thing every now and again and see some interesting sights, and I'm enjoying it. I still need to learn a bit more about it. A lot of the plaques are in Spanish, some of them are in English. Not learnt too much in that regard. I might have to do some Googling. And then I might just, if I do that, I might just let you do the Googling for yourself. I saw this earlier, but I do like the little locks within the mortar. You see them all? That's kind of cool. Come to these amazing little places with the ruins and things like that, and this is what I spot. I spot a little ant's nest. Well, actually, it's probably quite a big ant's nest. But if I zoom out, you've got a little patch here, and then they've got their own little runs. That goes off that way, where they're running over. And there's another one that goes off there, and another one that runs off there. And so, yeah, they're all running in the little tracks. Walked about 3 miles, back at the bikes, quickly kicked back up again, and then set off into Mexico City. I won't go film us sat in traffic trying to get into Mexico City, so I'll see you in the city. Easy ride in really, about 50 k's. We took us a toll road, it wasn't too bad. We got a pretty nice hotel, probably equivalent to like a Premier Inn, which I don't know what that is in the US, but it's not a bad hotel. It's not bad at all, about £50 a night, so £23-25 each. Yeah, we decided to go for a bit of a walk. We were a spot of shopping, not necessarily planned. In doing this, managed to walk
9 kilometres.
9?
9.
Today?
This afternoon.
Oh, 9 kilometres this afternoon, and we did what?
4.5 this morning.
4.5 this morning. So I don't know why I'm repeating Damo. You can all hear him probably. It was a lot of kilometres. My feet are dead. So after a couple of days in the hotel, doing some admin stuff, doing a lot of walks, and today we've come to the historical centre, and it's just crazy. Basically everywhere you look, there's all these stalls and markets everywhere. The buildings that are surrounding it are very pretty and quite interesting. Maybe there's some sort of festival or market on today, so that's why it's a little bit busier. I don't know, because that's a huge marquee over there. So part of our time in Mexico City and walking around, we've come to see this little castle, which is pretty nice. Couldn't take much photography in there, but where I could, I took some little videos and things. One thing that's been interesting in Mexico City is looking at the contrast between the kind of poorer side of the city and then quite literally around the corner, the richer part of the city. And they really are just right next to each other. We're gonna wander into town, find some food, relax, and we set off tomorrow for Puebla and some volcanoes, which would be really interesting. Left Mexico City this morning, quickly washed our bikes with just a jet wash, a really basic one. And then we've come along a road between 2 volcanoes, although I haven't really felt like I've seen the volcanoes yet. But the bottom half is all this sandy, quite bumpy track. Looks nice and easy, but actually when you're riding it, there's lots of like roots and ruts and and potholes that are all uneven where the water's flowing down it and cars are driven down it. So because it's all kind of like a bit grey today and overcast in the trees, you just can't see the bumps. You've got to kind of go slow and ride them, but it's quite enjoyable. Beats highway, more interesting way of travelling. We got to 11,500 feet, so descending now and see what's at the bottom. That sand there is incredibly deep. I came around the corner and then I just basically lost it and ended up going up onto the ditch. Well, pretty much over the bars, basically. I'm not sure if I've bent a disc, which is a bit unfortunate. The bike's fine, I'm fine, but I'll show you. I think the disc is bent about here. I'm obviously going to ride it because I haven't got a choice to get back to where we're going tonight. If my brakes I have to squeeze up again, it's obviously pushing the pads up. But, oh, lovely. But yes, that's incredibly deep sand up there. See how that car's slowing down. Oh, is he stuck? Oh, there we go, stuck. It's probably about maybe a foot or so. Anyway, we're upright, we're good, so carry on. Reached our hotel. That road turned to tarmac pretty much. Turns out I have bent my front disc. It's very slight, I don't think you're going to see it, but essentially, yeah. Well, it's sticking, look. Hear the squeak. So it's not ideal. My mission now, rather than kind of enjoying Christmas, is hunting around KTM dealerships and trying to find a new disc.
One plug socket in the whole room.
And we've got one plug socket to charge all our stuff in the room. Christmas. Outside a KTM, so I'm outside a KTM dealership in Puebla called Hyperbikes, and I ordered my disc yesterday and it's here today, which is amazing. It's going to be a little different because I've gone with the normal stock KTM one, so it doesn't have the Motormaster wavy disc. I'm going to have one disc that doesn't look the same as the other, but it's straight and it'll be functional and my brakes will work, which is the more important thing. I'm not going to change both discs because it's £200 a pop and that is a lot of money out of my budget. The next little issue we've got is that Damo's bike has had a sort of a misfire issue, I guess, if you like, at low revs, but we've just turned up here and the bike's died, so it's pointing to more regulator rectifier or stator issue. But the problem is now the bike's dead, about 5 or 6 kilometers away from our hotel, but to the dealership. So I guess best place to break down, right outside. So that'll be the next challenge that we have to overcome. And so the work begins. Oh, we may have spoke too soon. Time to swap this. It's my Christmas gift. Merry Christmas. My Christmas is spent changing the disc, because if I need to save Damo tomorrow because he's going on a separate trip to see someone else, I might have to be a rescue team and my bike has to be ready. And just like that, half an hour later, I've got new disc, new pads and everything put away. So it's not quite the look I was after to have two different discs, but at least they're both straight and they both work now. So unfortunately, it's sad to say that this big Ninja Star can go in the bin. Ready for the next adventure. So it's now Boxing Day. Damo is behind me with his bike there, and obviously not kitted up, which you might ask why. He's got a recovery coming to pick him up, and we're going towards a place near Mexico City, about south of it, where we've got a free place to stay. We have gone round, well, I haven't, Damo has done all the legwork, obviously. He has run around trying to find a place to rewind the stator, to get a stator from somewhere around here. Everyone said no, and KTM are saying 40 days to get another one. So we're moving from this hotel to a free place that we've been given, one of Damo's friends that he's met. I'm probably going to leave tomorrow because I'm not in any rush, and he's leaving now because the recovery truck is going to be here any minute. So I believe Damo, with his bike all strapped to the back, has now got a couple of hour drive with a Mexican that doesn't really speak much English. So yeah, good luck mate, see you in a bit. Hello, so it's the day after Damo left. I have leaving the hotel, I'm going to join him where he's at, and I've just gone to a KTM dealership, got some oil and a gasket for him. And now I'm riding out of town, and I just wasn't going to put the camera on just yet, but I had to, because just up here, I don't know if you see it, I'll get a bit closer, a volcano, and you can see it venting, I guess. It's not really erupting, but it's definitely pumping some stuff out. And I thought that's cool, because I've never ever seen a volcano actually doing something. I've got about 150 k's to do today, and then hopefully he's sorting out his problem, always one step closer. We'll find out. I'll see if I can get a better look at this volcano. Pretty good view. How cool is that? The other day when we came through them, I think we rode over that pass and come in the middle of it perhaps. There was so low cloud cover you couldn't see. How cool is that? I don't know what that firing is all about. I don't think it's anything to do with me. However, that was amazing. Okay, time to go. I can't get over that. I really can't. Days of sat in a hotel, waiting for Christmas to kind of be over basically. And then the first day I'm riding somewhere where I shouldn't be riding because the bike shouldn't have broken down. But it has, and now I am, and now I've seen that. So it's cool. What a great way to carry something. He's lucky because it covers his rear view mirror and both side mirrors. So yeah, just post it through the back windows, mate. It'll be fine. Right, I have delivered said oil, and then there's the gasket for his engine casing, and just out here is his bike, which looks very sad, but he's organised a fix for it. You can check his channel out to see what the actual outcome is. I'm not going to bore you here and then he bore you again. Stripped apart, I think he's going to take the whole lot of this off as well and change the exhaust wadding, make it a little bit nicer. We're basically here for the next week because it's going to take a week to fix it, but he's actually fixing the stator, not getting a new one. So yeah, we've got a nice little, I guess, Airbnb from the lady that's helped us out. That's the view. Got a nice little sort of Airbnb with kitchen, bedroom, shower. Very nice. So we'll be spending New Year's here, completely unplanned. That's the way adventure goes. That's the way travelling goes. This is one of life's little critters that you have in Mexico. A little scorpion. It's under a glass, obviously. I'm going to have to remove him in a minute. He's not welcome here, but it is better than a spider, I think. Okay, I've got him. Off we go, chappy. See you later. Ooh. Nope. 690's working, so it's time to leave this gorgeous view and get on the road. We've had a lovely stay here, managed to fix Damo's bike, and now I've got this little tricky situation where I've got to go down and back up again, because coming out of that and going straight up is a dip. So I'm going to go down, turn around at this little flat spot and then come back up. There we go, and then up the hill. Oh, little wheelie. It scared me more than anyone. It's not even 8 o'clock and we're on the bikes. It is nice to be back on the road. We've got a big day, about 400 odd kilometres, going to, his name escapes me again, going to, there we go. Where are we going? Oaxaca, that's the one. I could not think of the word. I could picture it, but I couldn't say it. Oaxaca, yeah, that's where we're going. We're in the mountains, it's gorgeous, nice road, it's not too cold, it's not too warm, it's quite a lovely little temperature, 21 degrees. We're at 1300 metres, We've got 145 kilometers to go. The lock on this truck is broken, so the back doors are straps closed with a single ratchet strap. So whatever's in the back of that truck, if it wants to, and if it's heavy enough, it could push the doors open and fall out the back. And the ratchet strap goes around the side of the hinge. Wow. Safety third. Well, after many speed bumps and a road full of potholes, we made it to this nice little hostel in Oaxaca. So time to get out the kit and then go and explore the city. So we've got in at like a good time. It's like 3 o'clock, something like 3 o'clock, about that. So we've got plenty of time to explore, so it should be good. We're in Oaxaca, and they've got a much nicer square with lights going on, and the band that's there playing, and it all seems to be kids, which is pretty cool. And we've just had an amazing burger for like £6 as well. It's incredible. It's actually really nice to finally see stuff like this, because we've been to a lot of towns we're expecting to see it, but we just haven't seen the kind of like festivities going on other than just lights around. So yeah, it's nice to finally see it. Bikes are warming up, time to leave this hostel and Oaxaca, heading down towards the sort of south coast and then going to come up. There's a big mountain range and we've got to kind of go around it. Hopefully today we'll see a bit of jungle stuff, which will be really exciting. We've just had a nice quesadilla with chorizo in there. It was really good. It was like lava when we got it, but yeah, it was really tasty. Really good, and it cost 50 pesos, which is perfect. So we've got another 200 odd kilometers to go until we get to a campsite tonight, which will be the first time in 3 weeks. The views. So I've been on this little twisty road for 160 kilometers, 100 miles. We've got another 200 to go, but the views have been incredible and the corners have been pretty relentless, just non-stop. It's been great, but also it's a long time when you're just sat getting somewhere and twisting down twisty roads. Look at that. Temperature's right up there, it's 32 degrees now. Well, for the first time in at least a month, I think, we are basically back down at sea level at 16 metres at the moment. And the wind is really strong, so the shaky camber is happening, because my head's doing that. It's good fun though. The breeze is quite nice at the moment. It's going through my hip, pulling me down. It's just trying to rip my head off. That's the hard bit. Stopped at this bike shop with Baja and meeting some locals. There's this gentleman here, it's from Cuba. We've just taken the side stand off. See if we can get it straightened out, because he's having real issues putting it down, so we would like seeing them posing on the bikes. We're back camping again, and also we're in a completely change of scenery because it's all jungle-ness and palm trees and the humidity's up, and it's a real completely different feel to what we've had so far. We saw our first rain cloud for the first time in 4 months, I think it was. And what else? There's 3 things I was thinking of. I don't know. Anyway, we've got this nice little camp spot to chill out in, and town's just down the road, so I think we're going to go and walk to town, get some snacks and get some food. Although we did buy cooking, but can't be bothered when tacos and things like that are so cheap. Let's go and enjoy it. Oaxaca was a pretty amazing spot. Just so much more going on in that town compared to all the other towns we've been there, and I think it's because we were there at the weekend, and so that it was just all these festival things going on. It's just nicer to see a bit more of the, I guess, Mexican culture actually happening rather than just beautiful buildings which we've seen over and over again. Oaxaca was really nice. Stayed 2 nights in the end and then did not a big day, but 400 kilometers to this campsite. But it felt hard work because it was just so twisty, but it was good. And about 60 odd speed bumps as well.